Chapter 21, Divorce. And if you fear a breach between the two, then appoint a judge from his people and a judge from her people. If they both desire agreement, Allah will effect harmony between them. Surah 4, Ayat 35. 4, 125 to 130 says, and if a woman fears ill usage or desertion on the part of her husband, there is no blame on them if they effect a reconciliation between themselves. And reconciliation is better. And if they separate, Allah will render them both free from want out of His ampleness. Surah 65, Ayat 1. When you divorce women, divorce them for their prescribed time. Do not drive them out of their houses, nor should they themselves go forth unless they commit an open indecency. 651. 228 says, and the divorced women shall keep themselves in waiting for waiting for 3 qurra, cycles. And their husbands have a better right to take them back in the meanwhile if they wish for reconciliation. Surah 2, 232 says, and when you have divorced women and they have ended their term of waiting, do not prevent them from marrying their husbands when they agree among themselves in a lawful manner. Surah 2, Ayat 229, 230 says, divorce may be pronounced twice, then keep them in good fellowship or let them go with kindness. And it is not lawful for you to take any part of what you have given them unless both fear that they cannot keep within the limits of Allah. Then if you fear that they cannot keep within the limits of Allah, there's no blame on them for what she gives up to become free thereby. And if he divorces her, she shall not be lawful to him afterwards until she marries another husband. If he too divorces her, there is no blame on them if they return to each other, if they think that they can keep within the limits of Allah. Surah 4, 820 says, and if you wish to have one wife in the place of another, and you have given one of them a heap of gold, take not from it anything. Would you take it by slandering her and doing her manifest wrong? Surah 33, 849. Oh, you who believe, when you marry the believing women, then divorce them before you touch them. You have in their case no term which you should reckon. Surah 65, Ayat 2. And when they have reached their prescribed time, retain them with kindness or separate them with kindness, and call them as two just ones from among you. Surah 65, Ayat 4. And for those of your women who have despaired of menstruation, if you have doubt, the prescribed time shall be 3 months, and of those two have not had their courses. And as for the pregnant women, their prescribed time is that they lay down their burden. Talaq, literally the talaq, guttural T and Q, right? Literally the undoing of a knot, or dissolution of marriage is permitted by Islam, but the right should be exercised under exceptional circumstances. When differences arise between husband and wife, every effort should be made for reconciliation, and private judges should be appointed for the purpose. Divorce may be resorted to only if reconciliation cannot be effected. The wife can claim a divorce for any good reason, even though there is no ill treatment on the part of the husband. The procedure laid down requires that divorce should be pronounced during the period of cleanliness. It's not referring to menstruation as dirtiness, just the keep away from. There's a difference. And must be followed by iddah, the waiting period of 3 qurra, so about 3 months. And during this period, the woman should remain in the house of her husband, and the parties may reestablish marital relations. In the case of women who do not menstruate, the iddah is 3 months, and in the case of pregnant women, it lasts till delivery. There's no iddah when the divorce takes place before the parties have come together. After the iddah has passed away, the parties may remarry, but the option for reestablishment of marital relations and remarriage is limited on 2 occasions if the husband, after benefiting of the permission on 2 occasions, resorts to divorce a 3rd time. The divorce becomes irrevocable and reconciliation cannot be effected, nor can the parties remarry. An exception is in this case, however, made when the wife has married another husband and becomes eligible again for marriage through a divorce, but that's obviously not allowable as a reason for her to get married. or any other reason, halala is an un-Islamic practice, and it was denounced by the Holy Prophet. The dowry is settled on the wife at the time of marriage, cannot be taken back by the husband on divorce unless the wife is guilty of adultery or she wants a divorce without any fault on the part of her husband. The divorce must be pronounced in the presence of witnesses. Divorce should be pronounced only once. Its utterance thrice on one occasion is un-Islamic. The 3 divorces allowed are separate acts between which there must be an interval. To give the wife option of freeing herself from the marital tie is not a divorce unless the wife exercises the right. The wife is considered to be divorced if the husband is mafqud. Divorce it also takes place when the an is resorted to, but in this case, the husband cannot claim the return of dowry. If a man resorts to illa, temporary cessation of marital relations, without naming a period, he is bound either to reestablish the normal relations after 4 months or to divorce the wife after the lapse of this period. As in the curse. So when they curse each other in court, she's lying, whatnot. So he's lying, then divorce is, that should be obvious, but some people wouldn't get that. Ibn Umar reported the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "With the law, the most successful of all things permitted is divorce." Thawban said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Whatever woman asks for divorce from her husband without any harm, the sweet odor of paradise shall be forbidden to her." Yeah, if the husband's good, that should be the thing. And the same thing with the man. If the wife's a good woman and she's not keeping you from getting married again or something like that, Ibn Abbas reported the wife of Thabit ibn Qais came to the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and said, "O Messenger of Allah, I do not find fault in Thabit ibn Qais regarding his morals or faith, but I hate disbelief in Islam." Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Wilt thou return to him his orchard?" She said, "Yes." So the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said to Thabit, "Accept the orchard and divorce her." Ibn Umar reported, he divorced his wife while she was menstruating. Umar mentioned this to the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. So the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, became displeased on account of this and said, he should take her back and then keep her until she is clean, then menstruates and again becomes clean. If it then appears to him that he should divorce her, he should divorce her while she is in a clean condition before he approaches her. This is the iddah as Allah has commanded it. Ibn Abbas said the procedure of divorce in the time of the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, is that of Abu Bakr, and for 2 years in the caliphate of Umar ibn al-Khattab was that divorce uttered thrice on one occasion was considered as one divorce. Then Umar said, people have made haste in a manner in which there was moderation for them, so we may make it take effect with regard to them. So he made it take effect with regard to them. Mahmud ibn Labid said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, was informed about a man who divorced his wife, divorcing her 3 times together. So he stood up in displeasure and said, is the book of Allah being sported with while I am in your midst? Rukana ibn Abd Yazid reported, he divorced his wife, Suhaima, thrice, and informed the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, about it, and said, I call Allah to witness that I intended only a single divorce. The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, dost thou call Allah to witness that thou didst not intend but a single divorce? He said, yes, I call Allah to witness that I did not intend except a single divorce. So the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, returned her back to him, and he divorced her a 2nd time in the time of Umar and a 3rd time in the time of Uthman. So that's, you don't need to say things repeatedly like that. Ali said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, cursed the man who committed halala, and the one for whom halala was committed. That must be the marriage for the purpose of being making it lawful. Yeah. Mutarrif reported Imran was asked about a man who divorced his wife. Then he had intercourse with her, and he did not call in witnesses on the occasion of the divorce, nor on taking her back. Imran said, "Thou divorcest against the sunnah, and takest back against the sunnah. Have witness on the occasion of her divorce and on taking her back." Aisha said, "The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, gave us option. So we chose Allah and His Messenger. This was not reckoned for us as anything." Ibn al-Musayyab said, "When a person is found missing while fighting his wife, shall wait for 1 year." Abdullah reported a man from among the Ansar accused his wife of adultery, so the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, asked them both to take an oath. Then he ordered them to be separated from each other. Ibn Umar used to say with respect to Allah about which Allah has spoken, "It is not lawful for anyone after the prescribed time of 4 months has passed away, except that he should either keep the wife in good fellowship or resolve upon divorce."